In today's show, we're going to talk about the 6 highest potential meme coins on the entire market, the ones that can pump the hardest. These are 100x setups, and I think it's important to talk on this weekend because next week they are the ones I think are most likely to be outperforming the entire market. So stay tuned right until the end because today it's all about the memes again. The time is now. 1, 2, 3, let's get on to it. Alright, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the queen woke up. Momo is set for a breakout, a massive breakout. I think it's gonna go fast, probably to all-time highs. I would say at least to this 30 to 20 million market cap range. This is probably where it's gonna find most resistance because this is where you have those very sharp value gaps. But once it breaks that, I mean, I think we're gonna see all-time highs. And the reason is it's been going sideways at a range of something like 5 to 2 million market cap. The accumulation is basically over and now it wants to fly. And the timing right now is perfect. The timing is right. 𝗵𝗏𝗏, as you can see, is almost at all-time highs. As soon as it starts breaking all-time highs, that's when you start seeing maybe some liquidity cascade into mid and small caps like Momo. So I think Momo right now is the tiny cap with the most potential. And I would say at least from here, minimum, in my opinion, of course, NFA, at least a 10x from here is probably going to happen once we reach all-time highs, but it can go much further. Don't forget, we started at 100k. 50 mil is a 500x, okay? 500x. I do think the 1000x is possible, so we're talking very close to 100 million market cap. And the reason is it's then its accumulation, it's then its normal and very usual 96% drop. It survived. The community is like rabid and raging non-stop, which is all incredibly bullish. These are all the signs you want to see on a coin that has a ton of potential. And so right now I think the community is going to see something amazing happen once the market starts shifting, which already has started shifting, and we are at the beginning of alt season. As I said on my previous video, we're just there to start. On to the next, we have 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗛𝗃. This is another trade that I've been nailing just as I predicted. This acted as support not once, not twice, but 3 times now. We're gonna break it and then we're gonna go probably to a billion market cap, in my opinion. The main reason is this is the mascot of Base. This is the first meme coin of Base. The only other mascot that is trying to compete is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which is also like a pretty high market cap meme coin out there on Base. But the reason why right now I am incredibly bullish 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗃, and I think it's the easiest, best mid cap meme, mid cap, I'm talking, like 80 mil to 200 million market cap range, is because it's listed on Coinbase. And very few meme coins are actually listed on one of the most normie retail exchanges on the entire world, and it's a cat meme coin. Cats are still the most undervalued meme coin thesis out there, okay? And I think the cat thesis still hasn't really played out to its fullest. Speaking of cats, PopCat looks bottomed. This pretty much looks like it was the bottom, and this is another one of those liquid trades that once we start seeing the shift, I think it might encounter some resistance right here at 720 mil market cap, because we had some resistance on the 29th of April, we had some resistance on the 24th of June, and also on the 24th of August 2024. Once that resistance is broken, I don't think there's any resistance all the way to close to 2 billion market cap. This was once the biggest cat coin out there on the entire market. I still think it's one of the biggest. I mean, liquidity wise, it's one of the best coins on Solana as well. I think if something like 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗃 runs, because Ethereum is now outperforming Bitcoin, so this should be, I think, the main meme coin on ETH, even though it's on Base, but come on, it's the same. It should be the main meme coin on ETH, and then I think PopCat is also going to gain a lot from it. I think we're going to see both of them start surging, and it will be a bit of a competition. I would say 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗃 could become the PopCat of Ethereum, the PopCat of Base, but PopCat is definitely one of the most important meme coins out there. And I do think it can have a massive comeback. Don't forget, almost everyone on Solana eventually at some point in time traded PopCat. This was one of the most successful meme coins last year. Then we have StreamerCoin. StreamerCoin now got people like 𝗘𝗫𝗏𝗏𝗏 and other streamers out there to promote it, because they're essentially taking their flywheels. Like, they take the money, they take the profits, and instead of doing buybacks, if I'm not mistaken, what they do is they send a lot of money to influencers, and then these influencers get their money and promote StreamerCoin, because StreamerCoin is sending them money. So, it's like a very positive reflexivity that's going to onboard a lot of normies from Twitch into crypto. So I'm looking to grab some Streamer. It went to 32 million market cap. Almost no one is talking about it, and I do think it would be a good buy between 17 and 14 if possible. But there's also this upwards trend line right here at 19.66. So I'm going to see what's going to happen. Possibilities here are, I think it comes here, this is probably a good place to buy, and then it continues and goes higher. Okay, that's what I'm seeing right now when it comes to StreamerCoin. If that doesn't happen and we actually see this upward trend line, because it was resistance on the 4th of September and then 10th of September, and then acted as support 12th of September, and it then acts as support again, I would be waiting to scoop it for a second touch. So that's what I'm seeing when it comes to StreamerCoin. Then 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏 again is at all-time highs, and I mean, this is one of the most obvious trades out there. As soon as it goes to all-time highs, I think we're going to start seeing memes actually like pop with strength as people start rotating some of their gains, but it definitely still has has a lot more legs and a lot more room to grow. Then another one that's like one of those obvious ones, just like Toshi here. Toshi is still cheap. And just like I think Momo here is 𝗏𝗏 on Ton. This is the main Ton meme coin. There's some other ones, but this is the Ton mascot approved by the CEO of Telegram. I even think he helped design something, but this was a long time ago, but I definitely saw him involved in like pushing it, and he approved it. I remember him posting about 𝗏𝗏 on Telegram when it was like basically worthless. But I do think it can go back to that 140, 120 mil market cap range right here, very close to all-time highs. And this is where I would be offloading the majority of my 𝗏𝗏. So if you want some Ton exposure, instead of buying Ton, you can come throw 10k, 5k on this and get something like, you know, 140, 150x, which is not bad. It's not bad. If you do the math, that's a lot of money. And the reason why I think 𝗏𝗏 right now is very, very good is it's about to break this previous support in the beginning of March. So support on 8th, 7th of March, and then also beginning of April, then turns into resistance here on the 14th of May, on 28th of May, then into support in August, and now into resistance again. Once it gets broken, I think we're going to see a push to the 20 mil market cap range. And once we're there, that's when a lot of the whales that probably want to trade with size, maybe buy a little bit later, wait for these breakouts, they start scooping it up. Telegram whales start scooping it up, and they can probably send it to 100 mil. And then we see, of course, with FOMO, very likely we see new all-time highs. So I would be selling close to these previous highs. So essentially you got Momo, Toshi, Streamer Coin, obviously 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏, even though 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏 is not a meme coin, 𝗏𝗏, and PopCat. I think these right now are 6 solid choices, with Momo being the one with the most upside. So see you guys on Monday with more updates. Bye bye.